Next topic, Faraday's law. So as we have know that what are the source of electrostatic field? Fixed charge, or you can say that the stationary charge is a source of electrostatic field. What are the source of magnetostatic field? Steady charge. Sorry, steady current. Steady current, that means you can call as a DC current. If current is DC current, so it can generate a magnetic field, and that magnetic field is also a static magnetic field. It's not a time varying. But if the current is AC current, as you can see, time varying current, so it generate electromagnetic field. That means it can generate a electromagnetic wave. Okay, so how electromagnetic wave is generated? Electromagnetic wave is generated due to the time varying current, or you can call it as AC current. Okay, so based on that, now let us discuss about the Faraday's law. Okay, so here we have to just consider that the two inductor L1 and L2, and I have to just connect one supply voltage Vs, which is a AC supply voltage. Due to this AC supply voltage, the AC current is flow, and as we know that if the current is flow through the inductor, it generate a magnetic field. Okay, so this yellow line is indicate the magnetic field which is generated due to the first inductor. Okay, so you can just call as this magnetic field as a psi. Okay, so this is a magnetic field which is generated due to the first inductor. Now as we can see that in the second inductor we have to just connected load. Okay, but the magnetic field of the first inductor is passed through the second inductor. So here the supply voltage is AC supply voltage, so current is AC, that means it's a time varying current. So this magnetic field is also a time varying current. So the Faradays do the experiment that whenever the time varying magnetic field is linkage with the inductor, okay, so this inductor is generate a current. Okay, so up to this हमने यही देखा था कि if current is flow, so it generate a magnetic field. But here the reverse phenomena is occur, that if time varying magnetic field is linkage with the inductor, so it generate a current. Okay, so due to this current, EMF is produced, and this EMF is known as the mutual EMF or the mutual voltage across the second inductor. Okay, so it is called as the Faraday's law. So here throughout the second inductor the current is flow, and as we know that if the current is flow, it also generate a magnetic field. Okay, so throughout the second inductor the magnetic field is generate. Okay, ये जो second inductor है वो अपना खुद का भी magnetic field produce करेगा, and this magnetic field in the opposite direction of the first magnetic field. Okay, so this magnetic field psi 2, this magnetic field minimize the effect of first magnetic field. Okay, so how much amount of the EMF is produced here? So EMF, this V2 EMF is produced across the second inductor is VEMF. It is, we can write, minus d psi by dt. Okay, you can write minus d psi by dt. As we know that the definition of EMF is, it's a rate of change of flux with respect to time. It is called as the EMF. Okay, and why I have to put a negative sign? Negative sign is due to why? Because the flux of the second inductor is in the opposite direction of the first inductor flux, so it minimizes the effect of the flux due to the first inductor. Okay, so that is why I have to put the negative sign. Okay, so here the psi is nothing but magnetic flux. Psi is magnetic flux, and as we know that what is the unit of magnetic flux? The unit of magnetic flux is Weber. It is called as Weber. Weber is the magnetic flux. Okay. So now, and this one is called as EMF, or you can say it's a potential. You can call it as a potential also. Okay. So in a potential theory, we will study about integration E into dl is equals to V, potential due to electric field, or you can write this is EMF. Okay, and one more thing is integration, but it's not a closed integration. The open integration B into ds. Okay, whatever the closed integration B into ds is equals to 0. but open integration b into ds is equals to Weber. Okay, and it is nothing but this psi, because as we know that the unit of B is Weber per meter square. It is Weber per meter square. Okay, what is ds? Is the differential surface, and unit of surface is meter square. So this meter square cancel out. So Weber is left. Okay, so now I want to just put all those value into my main equation. Okay, so this equation becomes just look like this. It is integration E into dl is equals to minus d by dt integration b into ds. Okay, so this is my final equation. Okay, so now here if you see, there is a differentiation with respect to time t. Now in this integration there are the two variable. First is magnetic field and second is surface, and second is a surface. Okay, so they are the two variable. So as we know that as a, in a mathematical rules, okay, I will just provide a hint. Okay, so no need to mention it. As we know that d by dt x into y, if there are the two variable x and y, okay, so we can write in this way: x is constant and y is variable. In a second term we have to just mention y is constant and x is variable. Okay, fine. So here we have to just put in this way. We have to in the first case we have to consider magnetic field is constant and ds is vary. What is ds? Ds is called as surface. How to make a surface? Surface is nothing but you can call as is a closed line. Surface is nothing but it's a closed line. Okay, so in the first case we have to just consider magnetic field is constant and surface is time varying. In the second case we consider magnetic field is time varying and surface is constant. And in the third case we consider both are time varying. Okay, so here there are the three cases mainly. So as you can see here, the first case is loop if stationary, that means surface is constant. Closed loop if stationary, that means surface is constant and magnetic field is time varying. In the second case you can see loop is time varying but magnetic field is constant or static, or you can call as fixed. And the third case both are time varying loop as well as time varying magnetic field. Okay, so now let us consider this first case. Let us consider the first case. Loop is stationary and magnetic field is vary. So here this is a first case. So here this yellow line is indicate magnetic field and this b of t is indicate is a time varying magnetic field, and I have to just put one loop inside the time varying magnetic field. Okay, so now what happened in that case? So to just rewrite my equation, which is integration E into dl is equals to minus d by dt integration b into ds. But here this ds is constant and b is time varying. Okay, so I will just put this differentiation with magnetic field. Okay, so it is minus integration, it becomes a partial derivative. Why partial derivative? Because we consider ds is constant. Okay, now for this equation is a closed loop. Okay, so now I have to convert a closed loop into the surface. So we have to apply the Stokes theorem. Here. So this equation becomes del cross E into ds after the Stokes theorem is equals to minus integration del b by del t into ds. Now you have to just compare left hand side part with right hand side part. Okay, so if you do the comparison, so in that case here is open integration surface. Okay, so What is del cross E? Del cross E is minus del B by del T. So we can write del cross E is equals to minus del B by del T. This is a Maxwell equation in point form for time varying field. Okay. So this is my first case. The first case is loop is stationary loop, but my magnetic field is time varying. Now let us consider the second case. Loop is time varying, but magnetic field is fixed. So you can see this is the second case. Here I will just consider a one magnet which has a north and south pole. Okay, so this yellow line is indicate the magnetic field. So inside the magnetic field, I will just put this loop, and loop is rotating in nature. Okay, so the total surface area of loop is changed. Okay, surface is changed. Loop is time varying, that means its total surface area is changed. So surface of this loop is changed because the loop is continuous rotating. Okay, fine. So in that case the magnetic field is fixed, but the loop is rotating, that means time varying. Okay, so now in this case again I have to apply our equation, and it is integration E into dl is equals to minus d by dt integration b into ds. Now as we know that this is a closed loop, it's a one type of aluminum or copper wire. Okay, and wire contains charge, electrons. So this is the concept of force on moving charge, because here the current is flow. Okay, so current means movement of charge, so force due to magnetic field on moving charge. So here as we know that the force, the magnetic force equation that we have already studied in the theory of Lorentz force equation, magnetic force is Q velocity cross B. Okay, so now Fm is equals to Q V cross B. So Fm by Q is equals to V cross B. So what is Fm by Q? Fm by Q is known as motional electric field. It's not a electric field due to the fixed charge, but it is electric field due to this moving charge. Okay, so the motional electric field EM V cross. Okay, so this is called as motional electric field. So this electric field is nothing but a motional electric field. Okay, so now I will just rewrite this equation. Okay, so this integration motional electric field into dl dot product is equal to integration v cross b into dl. B into dl. Okay, so I say close integration. Fine. So now I have to apply a Stokes theorem in this case. So it's a closed line, I have to convert into the open surface. So this integration del cross this quantity B cross P into dl. So this is my final equation. Okay, so this is my second case, and second case is time varying loop and magnetic field is static. Now the third case is loop and magnetic field both are time varying. That means we have to just add these two, the first case and second case. I have to just add these two cases. Okay, so yes, here it is del cross EM into ds. This is also ds. Okay, I have to have the Stokes theorem on both the side. Okay, so if we have to do the just comparison, so this del cross EM or E is equals to del cross V cross B. is del cross bracket V cross B. Fine. So I will just combine these two equation. Del cross E is equals to minus del B by del T, and del cross E is equals to del cross V cross B. So if we have to combine these two equations, so final equation is del cross E is equals to minus del B by del T plus del cross V cross B. Okay, so this is called as Faraday's law. Fine. So this is my third case. In the third case, it indicates both magnetic field as well as loop both are time varying. Okay.